Alright, what's up guys? Young 46 here. Gonna try to walk through the global golf post challenge here at Bandon. Talk a little bit about how I play the holes and see what we can do here. Alright, so this hole, just from playing it, I know it's gonna be a 3-iron. There's a lot of release here past the hole, so what I have to do is try to land it somewhere around about here and just let it release. If it does release past the hole with any speed, it's going to go off. It's not a bad pitch, but obviously we want to put ourselves on the green for a chance to make a birdie. Alright, so I'm just going to take the distance, multiply it by the wind, and then divide by my factor, and I know it's going to take about 24 yards off. Elevation is probably going to be another 5. Let's see. So it's going to play about 220, 221, something like that. I know it's going to release about 6 to 7 yards. I'm actually going to play a little, just be on the safe side. I hit the 3-iron about 97%. Now in terms of the wind, it's definitely going to go right. Probably not going to go right a ton though. And again, it's all about acceptable misses. I have a lot of green here to work with. This side, if I'm looking to land it on the front, obviously I can miss on this side, and there's certainly more green to land that as opposed to this side. Whoop. So about 97%. Looks like it's tracking right out the pin too. Should be pretty good. And you can see it just keeps releasing. Not bad. Let's see here again. I'm just gonna read the dots. Pull the flag a little bit. It's champ 13, so I use 0.72. I've got the wind in my face. That's gonna add about 2%. So I'm gonna play this around 20, probably 29, maybe even 30. All right, so you can see we've got just a little bit of movement there. Let's see, we've got about a 1 right here. It's moving the same speed, so that would be a 2. We're about 2.5. It's going to play about 3. So it's going to be somewhere out here. Then I'm just going to double check my line. Okay, looks pretty good. So I'm going to play this a 30 at 30. Should be in. Yep. So a good start. It's a tough little birdie. Alright, so this hole again, I'm downwind. If I do land it just a little, if I land it pin high or just a little past, it's going to keep releasing. And it's going to hit this little slope and it's not going to come back very much. It's going to leave me with the tough putt. The front of the green is pretty soft, so if I land it here, it's probably not going to release that much. Not a bad putt. One option, being that the wind is already from left to right, I can try to swing it out here, and I'll illustrate this. I can land it in here, and especially on champ greens, you gotta know the green speed. On champ greens, it will hit and funnel back to the hole. Now, if we were playing very fast or fast or standard, usually it'll hit that slope and it will come back a little bit, but it leaves you a difficult putt. So I have a couple of options. Right here is going to be soft, so that's good. I can play it off of here. If I land it back here, it's going to release and keep going, so take that option off the table. Looking at the wind, what I'm thinking is, ding early and take my chances of going over here. And again, If I do ding early, it's going to be a pull, which means it's going to travel a little further anyway, so it'll probably go long as a result. Alright, so same thing as I always did. And for me, I call that probably 82% wind. So it's going to take off about 5, plus about 7 for elevation. It's going to give me about 120, 123. So that's going to be about 90, 95 on my 9-iron. Again, I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to play the whole wind. So I'm going to play 23. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. And like I said, if I'm going to miss, I'm going to miss early. I'm going to miss on this side. It should result in a slight pull, which would land us left of the flag and hopefully catch that ridge. If not, the distance should be pretty spot on. So miss a little early. Should catch the ridge and come back. Actually missed short. Alright, let's see here. So again, I'm just going to read the dots. Like I said, 0.72 is what I use, so I'm going to take this 0.72 minus the drop, which is 3, so that's going to be 0.69. It's going to leave me about 23%. Now I'm downwind. So, you know, I could take off 2%, hit this 21, but just because I want to be absolutely certain I get there, I'm going to go ahead and hit it at 23. Alright, so looking at the dots here, it looks like it's going pretty slow. So we've got about 2, 3, probably 4. So 4 is going to be somewhere around there. Up right there. Would be my guess. Yep. Okay, again, I'm going to double check my line. Looks like it's actually going to break a little more than what I saw. And if I go from the front view, which like I've said before, is really the most accurate. However, it's oftentimes also the most difficult to read because, you know, here it's just not the greatest angle. So again, I'm just going to reread my line here. Alright. I'm seeing a lot of 1s, maybe even some 2s here. Absolutely, these first 2 are actually 2s on this grid, but the putt's going to interact on this grid probably for about 2 grids, and then it'll swing over. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm actually seeing almost double the break. So about 7 would be about right there. And again, I'm just going to look at it, picture it in my head. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to hit it a little firmer on purpose. Had to ding that. If I dinged it, for sure in there. Not going to spend too much time. I'm just going to meter slam this and hit it late. Alright, so gave 1 back there. Definitely should have made birdie there. Got to hit the ding. Again, so for this hole, you know, I'm into the wind. I've got a couple of different options here. Primarily, I want to land somewhere in here. You know, I can land. There's a ridge here that'll kick back to the hole. If I land past the hole by about a yard or 2 on champ greens, it will come back, especially into this wind. So I do have the option to go long. Short's not bad. Short, as long as you're below the pin, it's a very easy putt. Now if I leave it short and to the right, say over here, it's going to leave me with a hard breaking putt. Same thing with pin high left is a very difficult fast breaking putt. So